Hello guys, sorry I'm late. You're now blue, if you weren't blue before. Oh, hello everybody. Ben, and hello Ben. Wade, hi. Wade. Aaliyah, yay. I'm a little bit late because my neighbours were arguing next door. I didn't want you to hear the noise. That's all. So yeah. I am, but bear with me. Just hang in there, okay? So yeah, they were and when they do that, like it's so loud, it's unreal. Like super loud when they argue. Because it's not just a normal argument, you know. They actually smash things. Sometimes the police have to be called. I mean, I only have one neighbour, but that's enough for me. Brutal neighbours. Right, let me get comfortable. Yeah, Aaliyah, Uncle BKM. Hello. Bear with me, Uncle BKM, because I'm not quite ready yet. This is kind of an open topic, guys. The reason I'm doing this is I'm just kind of trying it out and seeing what people want to see and stuff like that. Sibuana Sissy, hello. Thank you for coming. Well, you can't see me yet, but I'll soon be on camera. Yes, that's it. Okay. Aaliyah, before I go any further and I forget, the next time Wade goes live, it does not matter where I am or what live stream I am in. I want to be there. So please let me know because I want to be there. I am in my nightgown, but I have a dressing gown on, so it's all good. You're not going to see anything you shouldn't. Feel free to share your links and whatever else, guys. It's all good. Hi, Leah. Thank you for coming. We want to make sure you actually get. I know. I understand that, Wade. I do. And the problem is I don't sleep very well anyway. I don't look my best because I am not dressed up or anything, as you can see. I'm in my nightie. But I've got my dressing gown on. So it's all good. So yeah, I'm a little bit late. Yeah, if you type Wisteria in the chat, it will drop your link. So firstly, what I want to do is I have some pretty awesome new members. And I want to thank each and every one of you that became a member. That means a lot to me. But not only that, I know members like different content. I get that. You're not going to have every member like the content that you're bringing, and that I understand. So, if there are members here in the chat, and I know there is, I would very much like to know what you want. What do you want me to bring you? Auntie Melina, hello. I am not beautiful. I'm so not beautiful. I wish I were. I wish I were. But I'm not. Because there's one thing that I really want to do. Hello, Beckel channel. You are now blue. And that is, I have this plan. Wade. This is more for like Wade and Aaliyah, I think, because I know they like this stuff, but it's kind of like a story. This is just for members. This is just for members. And it doesn't matter what level you are, okay? The reason there's a high level, and I'm going to explain that to you, just bear with me. That's for the perverts, guys. I'm not going to lie, never buy that level. It's for the pervs. Now you know. Yes, I know that I'm pretty sure that I have beauty within. Thank you so much, Leah. Oh my gosh. Leah, thank you. Thank you, Leah. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leah. That's appreciated. Let me carry on. I have this idea where I want to bring you all the psychotropic plants that I have in my garden. As you know, being what I am, I do grow them. So what I've done is I've compiled a story. It is like a story where I will walk you through a garden adventure. Hello, PH in Norway. Hello. I am not beautiful. Why does everybody say that? I'm really not. Mate, you're now blue. Where I'm going to tell a story where I walk you through the garden with all the psychotropic plants, and we're going to go into history about them as well, but it's going to be more of a story, Aaliyah. More of a story. So it'll be different. And I know that you'll enjoy that. And I said to Wade that you two come as a package. So, you know, you're a couple. So it's kind of expected that you come as a package. But that's one thing that I plan on doing, definitely. And like I said, never ever purchase the very high one, because that's for the perverts. And believe me, they pay. Believe me, they do. But it'll be very interesting for you guys, I think, because obviously you know that I grow these plants in my garden. I mean, Aaliyah knows me in... Thanks, Mike. Aaliyah knows me in a very personal way of who I am and what I do. Yeah. Thank you so much, Leah. You will see the content that you will get. I think you will like it. It's very much, there's a lot of witchery going off in this content that I'm bringing for members. So there'll be like rituals, there will be herbs and psychotropic plants, there will be tarot readings, all that good stuff. No matter what level you are, I will make sure that you all get the same. I'm not going to leave anybody out. It was just how I set it up, and I left it like that. And I was like, there's no way that I'm going to let pervs pay cheap. If they want to be pervs, they can pay a really big price for being it. You know? So, yeah, so that's what's coming, Leah. You'll love it. I want to make sure that I'm bringing everything that you want. Also, as you know, there's going to be many stories, because I love the stories. I'm all about the stories. It's what I do. Singing as well. Singing just comes as a natural, definitely. We all do that on the team's channels, because I am a team Night and team Lawai. So yeah, it's going to be good. But I want to know from my members if there's anything more that you want me to bring to you. Oh, I'm not. I'm quite ugly. I'm in my pajamas, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. Well, Aaliyah, this is the thing, right, Aaliyah? If they're going to be pervs, they have to pay to be one. Just how it is. But yeah, you'll notice that even if you pay for the lower membership, you'll still get most of the content. The only thing you won't get is probably a personal tarot reading, which some people can take or leave that, can't they? You know, I would like to. I thought that, yeah, I thought that. Bring me coffee. Well, that's what's definitely going to be in the membership, Wade. It's not going to be on the channel for everybody to see because that's not what I wanted anyway. If you remember, we had this talk in private, me, you, Aaliyah. We all spoke in private, and as I mentioned to you, that some of that stuff. Oh yeah, go for it. That's why your Bluebeck will drop anything you like, connect to each other, get to know each other, visit each other's houses, all that good stuff. You can do all that here. I absolutely do encourage links. I do any link. Premiere, if it's a premiere though, at least let me know it's a premiere so that I can at least tell people that's where it is. And the singing comes as a general thing anyway, isn't it? So that's one of the things that I actually come with now, and I never thought I would ever do that again. But I do. I don't know. Yep. Yep. It absolutely makes sense, Aaliyah. Of course it does. But even with the lowest membership, you'll still get some cosplay stuff. You just won't get as much as the other. You'll all get some of it, if you get what I mean. It'll just be in different contexts. You don't need to be a member, Ben, and I know you love me, and I love you. You are everywhere. You are always there supporting, and I love that about you because the support is just as important too. You won't miss that much, Ben. And the things that you'll miss, you'll probably not be interested in because it's more about herbs and rituals and things. So I don't think it's something you would want anyway, Ben. And honestly, I don't. Well, yeah, this is the thing. It's not like I'm not leaving anybody out though. You'll all get something from that context, all of you, but it'll be at different levels, if you understand what I mean. So anybody who's a member, for example, is offered a tarot card reading. Absolutely, because you're a member. So obviously, if you want your reading, I intend to schedule a live, watch out for it in the week. Yeah, I do know you. I know you wouldn't be interested in it, Ben, and there's no point you paying for my membership. You would not be interested in it. I'm just being honest. Um, Hi, Fred. Hello. So I'll set it up for in the week. Watch out for it coming up on what it will say. It'll be for members only, and it'll be tarot card readings, for example. And Wade, I obviously expect you to make sure that Talia gets the link. I'm just warning you now. Yeah. Oh my God, Fred, 2-2. 2-2. I didn't get to see the last part because I ended up jumping in the shower. Nightbot gave me a call and told me that I needed to get in the shower. So I'm joking. It's a joke. That's a personal joke. You might not understand that. But yeah. Yeah, I could have killed you when I saw that you had gone live and I didn't know. If I'd have been near you, Wade, I'd have throttled you. Really, I would have, because I never got no notification. In fact, the only reason I saw that was because I went to one of my ninjas and it came up on my ninja, but it didn't come up on my main. I don't know. Very bizarre. Anyway, I do want you all to connect. So if you do come in, you will get a blue jacket, because why not? You will definitely get one. Who's this? Uncle Heavy, hello. I saw you've uploaded. I'm going to watch your video tonight while I'm laid in bed. Hello, Sunny Stormy. Sorry, guys. Put that down. I just want to make sure everybody's blue so they can share the link and stuff. Anyway, so, and if you have any suggestions and you want something for the membership, please be honest. Just tell me. I'll do it. I'll give it a go. Even if I can't do it, I'll give it a go. That's just me, isn't it? Where I'm like, just give it a go anyway. Yeah, I could have strangled him, Aaliyah. I could have strangled him when he went live and I didn't know. I could have strangled him because, no offense, yeah, but because Wade has been with me a very long time. And like, we've always been there for each other's lives and stuff. And he's never let me down. And I feel like I've let him down now. Do you understand? And I know he won't see it like that. But that is how I feel. Because he's not just like with Orange Goblin, for example, and Wade and Aaliyah. There are these guys are my actual friends. People think, oh, they're just on YouTube, but they're not. They're my actual friends. We communicate every single day near enough. So it's different, They've been with me a long time, and then with Aaliyah, she knows me better than anybody. She just knows me better than any. That's the only way I can really explain it. I can't really say it any other way. Sorry. I don't really want to go into details, but she's kind of. Oh, hello. Sharik 23 vlogs. Hello. Let me just give you your blue jacket so that you can drop any links that you have or anything. And yes, I do encourage links to be dropped. I think it's important that we do connect. Hello, Simply Sybil. Hi. Welcome. Come in. Come to my house. I give you all a cuddle. Ooh. And I give you all a jacket. I want you to connect. Mega love shout out. Because I think it's important that we help each other grow, especially considering how hard it is anyway. And that's something else that I wanted to talk about. You're very, very welcome for the jacket. Something else I wanted to... Oh, hello, Aidan. I'm in my pajamas. Hi, Aidan. Do forgive me, I am in my pajamas. Something else I wanted to talk about as well, guys, is it can be very hard on YouTube for a small channel to grow. That's why I do give everybody a blue jacket, because I want people to connect with others. I want to help. Oh, you're here. Yes. I know what that means. But welcome, Aidan. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. It's hard for small YouTube channels to grow, Oh, hang on. Wait. Another jacket. Wait. Oh my God, where have you been? Terry, where have you been? You're blue now, Terry. Where have you been? Terry is a very old friend of mine. I'm just going to call you Night, I think, because I really just want to call you by your name, but I can't do that. So I'll just say night, right night, black night. We've got so many nights. Yeah, but I'm in my pajamas, so I apologise. But I mean, I'm covered up with my dressing gown. And my badge says, I'll tell you what my badge says in a minute. Wait. Witches do it better. That's what it says. True. Thank you so much. I am missing off these comments because you guys. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. It's been a long while. We did meet on YouTube. You are right. But like I say, some of you know, you've all become very good friends of mine. So, I like that. But yeah, with the small YouTube channel, it's very hard to grow. And for example, can I bring it up, Fred? Can I just bring this up because I really want to get other people's opinions on it? So it's not going to be that risky. Come on, Wade, you know me better than that. Yes. Oh, thank you. Right. Okay. So, for example, Orange Goblin Fred, he has a main channel, and his main channel is a gaming channel, and that is all he does on his channel is he games. Um, and Orange is his second, but he will tell you himself that on Orange, it's not his original content. It's not. Hi, Bud Files. I hope you're well. I have a list of your videos to catch up on. I think about maybe 2 or 3, but I always do. I always catch up, always. But so it's not his original content on the Orange Goblin. It's other videos that he finds from the internet. And I said, well, that can work if you do a reaction video, react to it. But he doesn't really like that idea. So he's come up now. He started a third. Where's your other channel? Have you actually? Can you get to it, Fred? And this is a different one. But what I said to Fred basically is that to restart channels and just keep making new ones, is that a good idea? Because we know how hard it is when you first start on YouTube to grow as a content creator. Yes, you have to create your own content as well. That's a really big thing that YouTube are quite strict with, creating your own content. That's all you have to do, Terry, and it will drop your link for you. So, because so Fred Smokes his main account, Orange Goblin, and then there's been 2 others. There we go, that's it. Digital Fortune Cookie. That's his new channel. If people would like to connect to that, because the thing is, he does want this one to grow. And it is going to be, they're not going to be really long videos either. So it's not so bad. It doesn't take up a lot of your time. But more the fact that with the Orange Goblin, it's not actually his content. And he knows that, it comes from the internet. So he's not creating that content. So he's looking to be able to create his content. And like I said to him, there are so many gamers on YouTube now. It's so hard. I'm proud. I can't believe you made it. How are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate it so much. There are so many gamers on YouTube that it's really hard for gamers to hit it big. And I think as well, it's the fact that people want to be successful and they want to earn money and they want to all that stuff. But it's not as easy as what people think. It really doesn't work like that. If that's why you're on YouTube, then you need to reconsider your life. And I'm just being honest. Okay. I work. I have a job. I work. This, don't you dare bring Chelsea up. Don't you dare. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. It was 2-2, by the way. Proud. You Chelsea fan. Um, but it's more about I do it because I really enjoy it. I love doing it. That's it. There's no other reason. I love doing it. That, and I also want to be able to help others. And if you have a channel that you can grow, it is easier for you to help others, you know? Too right, Terry. You'll never walk alone. Feel the love. Feel the Liverpool love proud. Feel it. Feel it. Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, 2-2. But I mean, it went a very, very great game. Yeah, but like for you, fine dining, for example, your content's great, like Wade's and Uncle Evie's and the Bud Fight. You've all got like this original and proud. Like there's so many I can say that's got such an original content that it's just great to watch. But like for such as gamers, for example, they have it really hard. I know you're not very well anti-boomerang. Just rest. Just this is what I said to people. Look, just because I go live, you do not need to be up here with me. You don't, okay? You need to rest and you need to think about your health first because you as a person will always come before YouTube. I will always be worried about you as a person than I am regarding YouTube, like I say. But yeah, with for such as gamers, it's hard for them. There's so many out there, lots out there. I know you sing, Terry. That's different, and you're more than welcome to join us anytime. By the way, yes, Uncle BKM. Terry sings. He's like the heavy metal. He's someone we haven't got. He's someone we haven't got actually, because he can sing some pretty hard songs. um, yeah, but we are Team Lawai and we are Team Night, and we sing. Terry, you should definitely give it a try with us. I've seen your setup. You're all ready to go. You've got mic and everything. You're all ready to go. Why not do it? But yeah, that's what I said to my team. I said, look, when I go live, you don't need to be there because it's tiring enough as it is trying to keep up with everyone and engage all the time. And it's hard work. It's not easy. But I'm talking about for such as gamers because it's out there so much already. It can be hard for them to grow. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Puppets were the hardest one. I can't sing any of those songs. Got no chance. Yeah, but that's it. As people, you're more important as people to me than you are of, regarding anything else. So, and that's my point, isn't it? It's great to support everybody, it is, but you need to also be well in yourself and take time for yourself. And I am talking to you guys and I don't listen to my own advice. Have you noticed? I don't listen to my own advice. What am I like? Thank you, Proud. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. So this is an open topic, guys. So that means it's up to you guys. Fire away. You get the choice. You can bring up a topic. You can ask for stories. You can ask for whatever you want. You can fire questions at me. I don't care. Go for it. I know, Wade. You know me. You know me too well. Some days I don't get to eat. I don't sleep because I'm too busy supporting people on YouTube, and then I still end up behind. I still have to catch up. So yeah, the choice is yours, guys. What is it you want tonight? I'm doing better, Proud. I have come to realize that I just have to ignore it and try and push it to the back of my mind and move forward, because if not, it will eat me up inside. And I think my biggest point is with me, I've always been a person who will bring things up to the front and will talk about it. And I want, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to be open, you know? So I'm used to talking about everything. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I didn't know that, weird. Palm readings are fun, but not always true. Um, I'm very open. I like to discuss things. If there's something on my mind or there's something bothering me, I'll discuss it with the people that I need to discuss it with. That's just me. But in this particular instance, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because I had made a promise, and I'm really big on promises, and I keep my promises. So because I'd made that promise, it was eating me up on the inside. Um, so I decided to speak to people as that I could trust, that I knew me, and they weren't going to take it any further, and that's what I did. Um, and I cried. I cried and I released it all. You didn't miss anything. Well, you did actually, Night. Exactly, Proud. Thank you very much. You did. You did. Right, Night. You missed a lot. You missed me saying it's an open topic. So what do you want? What do you guys want? What do you want? Do you want stories? Do you want to talk? Do you want to just, I don't know, what do you want? It's open. Like, seriously, it says it on the title. It's open topic. Whatever you like. I'm not going to strip though. Okay, that's not happening. Don't even suggest that. Besides, let's be honest, you don't want everybody else seeing me anyway. That would be a bad thing. Letting everybody else see me. Not happening. Nope. No 50 Shades. Don't start that. Don't start that. Oh my God, don't. Don't. Everyone leave the stream. Don't be daft. Just Video call me, you silly. Honestly, what you like? Well, Leah, I'm hoping to do them um sort of Tuesdays, and then I will do another on Thursdays. I'm going to set the schedule, and as soon as I have the schedule, I will post it out there for you to see so you know. But I mean, there's oracle cards as well. Do I have a suit of armor? What kind of suit of armor weird? I mean, honest, right to just video call, innit? You silly. You silly. No problem. That's what I kind of wanted to bring this stream up for because I wanted to make sure people knew where I was going and what I was doing. Oh, thanks, Terry. Yeah. Don't embarrass me. Medieval. No. No, I don't. Um, the only thing that I have, obviously, as you know, is this damn helmet that I can't find that is in the loft somewhere. And it's a Roman helmet, you know. That's the only thing that I really have that's like, yeah, I know it was 2-2. I'm very aware that it was 2-2. Um, but yeah, that's the only thing I have. And I know it's in the loft, but it's like getting through everything to find it. But I don't have any like proper armor, no. But you can buy it. You can buy armor. I was looking. The only type of armor I have is fancy dress kind, and it's probably really no good for anything in particular. Oh, let me get you a jacket. Hang on. So yeah, what do you guys want? Feel free to connect. That's what we need to do. I'm all right, Joel. Thank you for coming in. I'm good. I'm good. You back from your holiday? No, I can't. A fan of Shakespeare. Shakespeare was very interesting. Um, I played Midsummer Night's Dream. Um, I was in that play. Does that count? I was one of the main characters. But I like the plays. I like the theatre stuff. Proud the theatre stuff of Shakespeare. I love that. But the thing is with that as well, though. Proud is I think it's the dressing up, the fact that we get to be fairies and things that I like. I don't think it's the context. Righty, I'm not going to do stuff like that on a stream, am I? You only get that in bedroom. Yeah, just yeah, go get some food while we talk about stuff. I don't know, I don't have any gloves on. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Terry, yeah. But as you know, it's me we're talking to. I like to dress up. So that's why I like the plays proud because I got to wear different, you know. It wasn't so much as you're welcome. You're welcome. Feel free to connect. Well, I don't know. You said that his fetish is strange. Your fetish is strange as well, mister. Yeah, corsets are awesome. I have loads in my wardrobe. Yeah, I love corsets. Love corsets. But no, my favorite was Midsummer Night's Dream. See, I don't know. Message me, Joel, on my phone, and we'll talk about it. You've been drinking or something. Hello, Mr. Fluffy. Sorry, I keep having to get jackets. I apologise. But I don't want anybody to be left out or anything. But yeah, I love Midsummer Night's Dreams because of the Harry Potter. Don't start me on Harry Potter. Don't do it. Oh, I love Harry Potter. I love the books. I love the movies. I love Harry Potter. Ah. Yeah, he likes them to be worn, and I have different gloves that I do wear um on different live streams. But yeah, Expelloramus. I love Harry Potter. I'm a weirdo. Harry, it was, but I do remember it was Harry Potted and the philosopher is stoned. That's what everybody would say. You know what gloves I have. You've been here before. You know what gloves I have. Hello, Stephen. Um, my name's with a C. Yeah, I agree. I agree, proud. Do I have to tell everybody I know what my favorite movie is? Oh my God. How embarrassing. Mm. It's a notebook. The Notebook's my favorite movie. And I'm an horror fan, but yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for that a lot. Yeah, the shame in that. It's quite shameful for someone like me. Thanks. I've got a reputation to protect here. Like, I want people seeing me as a softie. They know I'm a softie. Right, exactly, fine dining. Exactly. You can't, can you? It's not possible. But yeah, I love the Notebook. It's my favorite for definite. Um, Fight Club, what? Yellow dish glove. I've worn those. I've worn the yellow dish gloves for. I've worn those for Sam, and the black ones and the white ones. What do you mean? Weird. What in the world does that mean? Finish what? When? What are we talking about here? My favorite musician. Oh wow, that's a really hard question, Proud. Um, Gosh, I need to think about this a minute because it's a really, really hard question. Oh, the fight. Oh, okay. I knew it was something sexual. I just weren't sure what you meant. Um, There's so many that, like, gosh, because I like singers from way back as well. So we're looking like, for example, I can listen to 50s music, like Dreamboats and Petticoats kind of stuff. And I like that. I can listen to Patsy Cline, um, Carpenters. I don't think I have a favorite I don't think I have a favorite because I think with me it depends on my mood and what do you like to do in spare time? Ooh, many could answer that in the chat. Many could answer what I like to do in my spare time. That's a new one to me though, Nancy. And I don't know that, but I'm learning new ones all the time, you know. So I'll get, I don't know, but there's just so many. There's so many that it's the mood that I'm in, it's the words, it's the way that it's sang, everything's so different to me in that context because I have to connect with the song. It's not so much about the artist proud. It's more about the song itself, the words, how it's sung. That's how I connect. Um, and what I like to do in my spare time, I'm going to tell you the things that are not out of context. I paint, I write, I draw, I sing, I dance. Um, I'm very creative. I'm a creative person. My name, which name? The YouTube name or my name? Yeah, well, that's it, right, Proud? There's so much to explore in the music world that it's just an experience in general. I'm going to assume that you mean my YouTube name. Well, wisteria is a plant, as everybody knows. Um, energy, I believe energy exists. I think it's everywhere. And twister is something a little bit different, isn't it? It's someone that comes in a whirlwind and comes out of nowhere and causes you to be very confused or disorientated. And but I actually got it from a Ouija board. But saying that, I believe we push that board. I don't believe it's a ghost and such. What I believe is when we use a Ouija board, that it's even if we don't know that we're doing it, we do it subconsciously. That's what I think. I wasn't thinking that, no, not the ice lolly bit. Hello, wild edibles. Hello, Auntie Galgos. Hello, welcome. Thank you, Stephen. That's really, really appreciated. I don't have any fancy thing to play when people become members and stuff, but I assure you the things that you will see being a member, you'll really enjoy. Meatloaf, yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, definitely. Wild Edibles is great because that's exactly what's on her channel. Right, exactly. But my point is though, Righty, is that using that, I just think that we do it. We like even if we don't know we're doing it, I think it's us doing it. Twister perks. Yes, yes. So thank you very much, Stephen. I truly appreciate it. I'm having everybody just fire questions at me, Auntie Galagos. Go for it. Fire away. Ask questions. If that's what you want to do. Right. There is. There's so much of everything. Like life is so amazing, isn't it? And crazy and like it's life. Life is awesome. There's so much to like find out and to look and to Tita says hello, hello. Worst food I've ever tasted. Think Marmite. Marmite is disgusting. Um, yeah, Marmite. Worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. Won't go near it. This way you can actually get to know me. You can ask me anything. You can get to know me better. Dream date. Hmm. No, I know. I watched Wild Edibles. You should go and see Wild Edibles. Wild, drop that. Drop that video. Drop that video of your husband trying Vegemite. Twiglets are nice. Are they? Your husband tried Vegemite. You need to watch it. You need to watch Honest. No. Dream date. I'm not really one for having things like that. Like, because I always think, and this is just my personal opinion, you can take it and leave it. I always think if two people get together and there's a connection, it's going to be a dream date because there's a connection. So you interact and you get on with each other better. I'm not really like into like these dream dates. Oh, romantic meal and roses and shit. That's not me. It's like a box of chocolates will never impress me. Buying me a drink will never impress me. Buy me roses. That don't impress me much. Yeah, you need to see that video because I was watching it Wild Edibles, but like I was gipping at the same time. you know, I was watching it like gipping at the same time. I was like, oh no, it's there. Oh weird. How he even put it to his mouth, I do not know. I do not know. It's here. How he even got it near his mouth, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly, proud. Yes, yes. It's not about having a dream date, like going here and doing this and doing that. It's about the people, the person that you're with, you know? I don't want any flowers, honestly. I would rather have a massage. That's needed. That's something I can benefit from. Flowers are gonna die, and I can grow them myself. But I was still, oh, I was still giving. Oh, the mushrooms in my garden. Oh, thank you so much, Auntie Galgos. Thank you. Thank you. That's what's important to me, things like that. Not, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But you don't have to do anything like that. But thank you. Um, yes, mushrooms in my garden. I need to send you a picture of those. Wild. You'll know better than I will. That's for sure. Yeah. Yes, exactly. No, but I mean that. I mean that. Like, yes, it's the little things, Like, people always assume that, oh, flowers are needed, roses are needed, and all that. No, something that means something would be something like that. A mass, like, yes, yes. I'll go fishing. Hello. But this is a great way for everybody to get to know me better. You know, I can't count how many times I say, It's an habit that, from Barnsley. You know, you know. We need to slap that one out of me. We absolutely do. Yeah, I'm not so fussed over chocolates. No, I'm quite funny with chocolate actually. But there's some mushrooms growing in my garden, and if I send them you'll know what they are. From graveyard. You do it from graveyard. I can imagine that's what you do. Mm, it was weird. It isn't it? It's a Yorkshire thing. That's what I thought. It must be. It must be because I can't stop saying it. It's an habit. It needs knocking out of me. Mm, it's true, Ed. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Yeah, but you're a scouse. Is a scouse proud? Is from Liverpool. Yes, good idea. Well, I will do that. Absolutely do that. Well, I am a Yorkshire lass, after all. Let's not forget that. I know what you're laughing at, proud. Because you know. Thank you, Auntie Galgos. Thank you. Yeah, that's no problem. I will do that. Like I say, these are really dark mushrooms. I do think I know what they are, but I'm not 100% and I don't want to get it wrong. Just message my son. 2 minutes. Sorry. No comment. But it's from Liverpool. Makes my heart skip. That's okay, Auntie Melina. That's all right. My heart just does a dance when I hear his voice. Like, Proud gets it. What else do you want to know about me, guys? Fire away. chat's being really slow. Yeah, that's very true, that Wild. Very true. And the fact that anyway, regardless, even in the let's just say, in the UK in general, you can grow two mushrooms at the side of each other. And even if they're the same mushroom, they're not going to have the same constituents in them. They're going to be different still. It's amazing how nature works like that. It's definitely amazing. That's no problem, Uncle Fishing, at all. Like I said, when I go live, I don't expect people to jump up here and start doing, singing and stuff like that. I don't. Mm. So that's why I left it as an open topic. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, but that's why also it's the same with aromatherapy, wild edibles. Being an aromatherapist, obviously, I do. I understand about all the different constituents you can have in them, and the fact that they change regardless, whether it be the same, even when it's the same plant that you're deriving the oil from. There's a plant right next to it. They're the same plant. They've grown in the same circumstances, the same area. It doesn't matter. You've still got to check all the constituents because they will be different. They won't be the same. And the fact that um, each one as well, it they mimic basically what they do. They mimic our own hormones. The hormones that are running through our body already, oils mimic that. That's why they are volatile. Cool. That'd be awesome. Yeah. They are very volatile. This is why they say don't mess with 100% essential oils, because you can have a reaction. It can have dire consequences. There's a lot of constituents inside those oils that you need to know about and you need to do your research. I mean, I'm registered so I can get all the updates and stuff because I'm registered with the right people, but which is the Holistic Therapy Federation. That's why I'm registered with the Holistic Therapy, them. But they have to update things all the time because things change and no one plant is the same regardless with its constituents, even if it's the same plant. It's all very, very different. Wild edibles is the same. She does everything about so wild edibles proud. She does a lot of the outside plants, the ones that grow naturally that you can use that will benefit you. Where I'm an aromatherapist, so mine's more about the oils. Mhm. Yeah, she's great, honestly. Oh, static. Where's that coming from? That's bizarre. Came out of nowhere. Mind you, then again, though, wintergreen is often. We are not allowed to use that oil wild. In aromatherapy, it's not allowed, it's banned. You can't use it in aromatherapy. What I mean by that is you can't use it in ointments, you can't use it in creams because, as you know, I do have a license, I'm qualified to make my own products, but you can't put it in any products or anything like that. You can, however, add it to a mix if it's in an incense, if it's in, an air burner or whatever, incense burner and things. You can do it that way with incense and stuff, but you can't put it on the skin or anything like that. You're not meant to anyway. As an aromatherapist, we're not allowed to use it for such purposes. But I was watching a program not so long ago that came up. I think it was on YouTube actually. And believe it or not, and this is bizarre, and I'm going to tell you why. Being an aromatherapist, we have 100% essential oils. It's what we carry. And we mix our own with a base oil, a carrier oil, which is usually grapeseed because it's the safest. Um, no, it's not. No, no, no. It's very irritable to the skin over here. Very strong and irritable. But we're meant to keep them locked away safe. So I do. Mine are actually in a cabinet that has a lock. Now, this program I watched, this mum put 100% essential oils on the table. They did not have safety. The safety ones, wild, you'll know, the ones that can't easily, they have like a safety mechanism on them because they are volatile. Mhm. And she had a child, a small child, 3-year-old, bear in mind, wild, a small child at 3-year-old, and she left these oils on the table, safety cap off, and then she got a phone call and walked away with a 3-year-old child. Do you know what happened? That child drunk wintergreen. That child drunk the wintergreen. But she admitted as well. She admitted as well, Wild. She did not know how much was in it. She did not know which ones he'd drunk and which ones he hadn't. She couldn't say any of that. She couldn't. She knew he'd drunk the wintergreen because it was completely empty, but she can't. This were her thing. She couldn't remember if there were any left in the others. Right, she couldn't remember. Wild. I mean, that's a 3-year-old child. You're messing with oils and you're telling me that you walked away and left it and what? What? It's crazy. He ended up right. That's my point. That's my point. He ended up being rushed into hospital and he was basically in a coma. The reaction to his body, he was in a coma. He survived, but with damage. And that's what I don't understand. It's like oils are so volatile. You should not be leaving them near children, but you definitely shouldn't be taking the caps off them, leaving them right in front of him and walking away and then not even knowing what he's drunk. Huh? Really? Yeah. Well, exactly. That's the point, Terry. It needs to be out of the way where they can't get to it and such. It really does. I love you too. Thank you. Wait a minute. Let me get you a jacket. Have you got a jacket? Yeah, I've gave you one. It's all right. I'm making sure that you're blue. Yeah, it were really awful, actually. It really struck something, not nice. Right, I'm going to have a cig. And nobody's asking me any more questions now, so I'm assuming that you know everything you want to know about me, which is funny because you don't know me. Hmm? That's bizarre. That's very bizarre. I don't know. No, I didn't. I don't do that at Wild. I definitely try and be nice to everybody because the idea is I want everybody to connect with each other and help each other grow. Um, so no. Hmm. Um, things, yeah. I'll put the link in the chat after I've had my cigarette, and then anyone can come up and join me. We can do whatever. But things that I want to do that I've not done yet. I think I would have to say I really want to swim with sharks, and I've not done that yet. I know it probably seems extreme, like I was thinking more like, but I'm a bit extreme, so that's something that I really want to do before I run out of time. Mm. So that's one of the things that I really want to do. Um, just rest, Uncle BKM. Just go to sleep. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. I can natter away for hours. Me, yeah. It's because I have a thing for sharks. Especially great white sharks. So if I'm going to swim with any, I want to swim with great white sharks. But that's just me. I'll have my cig, and then if you want, people are tired and they need to rest. So I'm going to not share the link. So you guys won't be joining me up here because I know you're tired. You've all been busy doing something. I'm capable of doing this on my own. It's okay. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me one bit. But what I'm going to do, I think, will probably Jaws. Yeah, but Yeah, you see, that's the thing, right? Jaws, when they did Jaws, they they made sharks look bad. They made sharks look like they were evil things that came to prey on you, and that's not the case. I mean, the dinosaurs. It was like completely out of context, all of it, you know, itching to ride. That's funny. Auntie Jing, is Auntie Jing here? Hello, Auntie Jing. I've not even seen it. See the fast, it's going so fast, the chat, that I'm not seeing what's happening. Sorry, guys. Yeah, everybody wants to swim with dolphins, and I get that. I understand swimming with dolphins is nice, but I want to swim with great white sharks. The dinosaurs. There's something quite marvelous and spectacular about dinosaurs. That's what they are, and I really like them. A dream of a shark eating you. Mm, interesting. I did a whole series on dreams on my podcast and what they meant. The chat goes from being like really slow to really fast. Hello, Annihilator, welcome. They are, aren't they? They're very interesting. I agree. I like looking at all those as well, proud, because, for example, to dream of a shark means a particular thing, but to dream of, thank you, to dream of a shark attacking you means one thing. To dream of you getting away from a shark means another thing. To dream of being eaten by a shark means something else. Boy racers, are you for real? Um, and then you've got the whole, well, you dream of a shark, but then there's something else that ends up in that dream. So then you've got two meanings because everything symbolizes something. And by the time you've done, you've got a story. That's how I see it. It's like a story of a dream, you know, which can actually come out pretty cool. Ah, well, they usually say anything that's death related is the ending of one thing and the beginning of something else. Yeah, yeah, proud. Exactly, yeah. Fascinating. Yeah, I agree. So fascinating, aren't they? Yeah. It's like some people say, oh, they're nothing, and then you've got these people like they don't even remember the dreams or they don't know what they dreamt. And I'm like, how can you not? Because they dream, it's scientifically proven that we all dream. Antigalgos, you're okay to BG. Everybody just BG. You need to rest. You all need to rest. I'm not sharing stream link because you do need to rest. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Mm. Oh, song. There's a song in your head. That's typical, isn't it? That a song would come to your head. Sorry about that. I think it was stuck in your head now. I am sorry. Yes, you have a car. Well done. Honestly. Oh man, that sucks. 2 more hours. Anyway, guys. Yeah, that's true. Could be, definitely. Final Destination. I love those movies. I love those movies, Final Destination movies. I like those. They're not like my favorite because my favorite's Notebook, but they are good. They are good. I like them. I enjoy them. I like how they're put together. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think they overmade them. There's too many, but I like how they were put together. I do like that. I think that's kind of nice. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to do, because everybody needs to rest, and I'm going to explain why my teams need to rest because they've been non-stop all week. I know because I'm part of their team, so I know it's been non-stop. And then they're like me, they also have work too, the majority of them. Mm, that's true. That's true, proud. Well, I think, Auntie Melina, it's that you don't remember them. So even when you do dream, you don't remember them. So, guys, what would you like me to read? Because I have a selection. I have the A to Z of Creepy Hollow, which are short stories taken from bigger stories, but are more set like a diary. So, like, the more set like in diary motion. Or we can continue the ones that I did not, that we started the other day. It's up to you guys. I kind of want to save those for my members. Weird. Hello, Breeze Orange. I've only just noticed you. I need to give you a jacket. I'll do the A to Z. Get you a jacket first. Yeah, you need a jacket. Yeah. Oh no, it's fine, Wade, and I understand why you like the Brothers Grimm. Everybody loves the Brothers Grimm. They do. Um, but yeah, I want to save those for my members because there's some pretty messed up ones, I have to admit. Okay, so what we will do then, we'll do my ears are open for anything. Okay, then I'll sit here and do blah, 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 blah. Is that all right, Fred? Happy to listen to that, are you? I doubt. Yeah, they did. But let's do we'll do the A to Z because the A to Z, I'll explain what it is to you. So there are these, they're called, I think it's called Sleepy Hollow. And it's also called, there are a series of books basically, and they're all about the Fae. And if the Fae came into our world, the collision between the humans and the Fae and such. That sounds great, actually. Sounds very interesting. And the idea is the short diaries that I'm going to read are taken from the bigger books. So to put all the stories together, you would have to go to the bigger books, the longer books. Yeah, it's a lot of things, but this is more about the Fae realm. It's not about what you think it's about. So, but I like it. It's called Creepy Hollow, and the idea is that we you'd have to read the full books basically. That's what I'm trying to say. You'd have to read the actual full books to understand. So, shall we start, guys? Are we all ready? Hi, Greg. Welcome, Greg. Greg. Hello. Greg. Oh my gosh, we have Greg. What am I doing? Yeah. So the A to Z of Creepy Hollow, there are the proper books that you can buy. I do have the proper books, but what we're doing is a guide on fairy training. And that's where it is. This is how the fairies go through their training to deal with people. And there are different phase. That's why it's called the A to Z, because there's one for every alphabet, obviously. So the way that it works is this. Between the ages of 6 and 13, fairies would typically attend a junior school to learn basic skills, such as how to use their own magic, how to open direct fairy doors and portals, and paths. Upon completion of junior school, a fairy can go on in a number of different directions. They can go into potion studies, structural studies, clothes casting, spell design, and much more. Those choosing the noble path of a guardian would enter the guild. This would begin lessons, trainings, and assignments. Lessons provide background on the subject, while training includes physical strengthening, becoming skilled in different types of fighting and learning how to access the use of and be an invisible guardian, be invisible to the human generation. After the first year, each trainee is allocated a mentor. Mentors guide their trainees through assignments in both the human and the Fae realm. These assignments are conducted in groups. So sometimes there will be lone assignments, sometimes there will be an assignment where there is just a mentor watching. Sometimes there will be an assignment where everybody's included. The point is, even in solo, they are being watched. They are being watched because they need to pass. If they pass, they then can be in part of the guild. When they are in the guild, they are then the highest because they are known as the Faerie Gaurdiens, and they will guard humans from the bad Fae because there are bad Fae. So these are the assignment types that each fairy will get. You will get group with a mentor, paired with a mentor, paired without a mentor, solo, but a mentor will always be observing. A guardian training is divided into 5 years when they train. When the fairies train, it's over 5 years. The first year, training and lessons only, no assignments. The second year, training, lessons, and group assignments. The third year, training, lessons, paired assignments with a mentor. The fourth year, training, lessons, paired assignments without a mentor, and solo assignments with a mentor observing. And the fifth year will be training and paired solo assignments. Can't speak. So when training is complete, that's when the guardian will graduate, and then they can become employed in one of the guilds in the Fae realm. And there's also the option of going into the service of the Seelie Queen. Oh, the Seelie Courts. Why, of course. Why wouldn't you want to go there? Mm-hmm. As well as offering private security services for the unseelie. They are the bad guys, apparently. Right, so we're going to start with the Azrai, and that is A-S-R-A-I, Azrai. This is the fourth year of study. The assignment type is paired without mentor. Let's find out what happened. I've been told they're beautiful, but this woman is nothing like I've ever seen. She's petite and delicate, with glossy dark locks falling over her shoulders, and pale skin that seems to glow beneath the moonlight. Her eyes are downcast, and there's something vulnerable about her expression. She walks slowly along the water's edge, her feet barely rustling the grass. Now I know why they didn't send a guy on this assignment, I say to Honey. Honey nods. Yeah, I can see men throwing themselves at this Azarai's feet. Men like that one. She points up the hill, towards the house. A man is striding down to the lake at the bottom of his estate. He's obviously seen the unglamoured Azrai and is coming down to investigate. Before I can stop her, Honey steps out of her hiding place and stands in front of the Azrai. So, she says, we were thinking you should leave now. Otherwise, there may be a fight, and we'd hate to ruin your white dress. I suppress a groan. Doesn't Honey realise she's just ruined this assignment? Completely ruined it, guys. The Azrai looks up at Honey between long lashes. Will you come with me? She asks. Her voice can be quite seductive, the Azra's. Honey rolls her eyes. That's not going to work on me. She points to herself. Girl, remember. But I'm so lonely, the Azra says. I can see Honey hesitating. The Azra lifts her hand towards Honey's face. I jump between them and grab the Azra's wrist and twist her arm behind hers. How about you come with us, says Honey. Recovering quickly. A visit to the guild is what you get for attempting to hurt a human. You know the rules. The Azrai laughs. Ha! I do know the rules. Apparently better than you. Hi, Z. Welcome in. Sorry. I know them well better than you two little guardians, don't I? Have you witnessed an attempt on any of my part to break the law? You have no right. You never ever saw me hurt no human. I've done nothing wrong tonight yet. Which is true. So therefore, she will be allowed to go back to her water. They hadn't witnessed her doing anything. These are all taken. These are a list of A to Z of tales taken from a bigger book, Z. So yeah. So the next one is the word is be. You know what? My voice is straining. I'm going to turn my camera off because I think with my camera on, people generally don't listen. I'm not sure. What do you think, guys? On or off? Anyway, we're on B. Yeah, there's a window. It's not a curtain, it's for a photo. Fair enough. But that's fine. So this is the boggart. Now we all know what a boggart is. The year of study. This is the second year of study. The assignment type is a group with a mentor. We don't want to kill it, says Bran, our mentor for this assignment. We want to capture it and bring it back to the Fae realm. He looks at the 14-year-old trainees standing in a huddle around him at the corner of the kitchen. Has anyone got any ideas? I stick my hand up immediately. Rin rolls his eyes. Anyone other than Violet? How about you, Rin? asks Bran. Did you read all I set for you last night? Rin glares at me as though it's my fault that Bran's picking on him. Of course, he says to Bran. Boggarts are little brown elves. They like to steal humans' belongings, and they move really quickly, so it's difficult to catch them. Good. So, how do you think we should catch this one, Jasmine? Jasmine, you're not paying attention. Sorry, it's just. Are you sure they can't hear us? Right, are you sure? She whispers, pointing to the two humans sitting at the kitchen table. They're right there. Yes, Jasmine, Bran says patiently. It's part of the glamour, remember. Now, how we're going to catch this boggart? I stretch my arm even higher. Why won't he let me answer? Says Jasmine. And there's the boggart. A blur of motion streaks across one of the shells, and a silver spoon disappears from the sugar bowl. Bran is still trying to coax an answer out of Jasmine. I lower my arm and slip my ring off my finger, letting it fall. As fast as I can, I grab an empty lunchbox from the counter, drop down to the floor, and snap the lunchbox closed, around my ring and around the blur that came running for it. The lunchbox rattles, confirming my success. I got it, I say proudly, holding up my lunchbox. Bran sighs as he takes it from me. Oh, thanks, Vi. But perhaps someone else could have a turn next time? That's the boggart. Now we are on C. In C we have Cantilly, and it's actually pronounced. It's spelled Canttillee, but it is just Cantilly. The year of study is the 5th, and this is a solo assignment, but someone will be watching. I will not screw up my first solo assignment. I stand in the corner of a classroom. The 20+ desks are filled with children, chattering, writing, laughing, drawing diagrams of hanging men on the corners of their pages. The teachers disappeared into the back room. I locate the subject assignment perched on top of the globe it's on the teacher's desk. Hello, will it grow? Welcome. It squats on its hind legs, its barbed tail draped across Africa. Fangs protrude from its mouth. Heat rises in a shimmer from its boiling hot skin. The Cantilly, one of the few fey creatures humans don't have their own stories about. It rubs its hands together and I smell smoke. Crap. I do not need to have the whole place burned down. Not on my first solo assignment. Thank you, Z. I really appreciate that. The Cantilly jumps off the globe and scuttles towards the nearest desk, its tiny arms raised above its head. I abandon the idea of using one of my Guardian weapons. Dropping into a crouch, I thrust my hands forward and send a mini blizzard of snow towards the fire creature. It shrieks, covering its head with its hands. A few seconds later, all that remains is a sizzling, 2-foot-high mound of snow. I jump to my feet and hurry past the desk, thankful as always that I'm invisible to humans. I conjure up a net and fling it over the wriggling mound of snow. Now, I just need something to put this little guy in so I don't burn my hands on the way back to the guild. I look around the classroom. My eyes fall on a rubbish bin. It'll do. So then we have, we're now on D. Bear in mind, these are smaller stories taken from a bigger book. You'll have to excuse me that I can't see the chat properly because I'm reading. So, you know, they are, but they're like mini diary dates taken from a bigger book. But when I'm concentrating on reading, I can't always see the chat, so I apologize. Thank you, Proud. I appreciate that. I actually have had a couple of offers and turned them down. So, we are now on to the letter D. And I'm sure there's a lot that know what comes with the letter D in fairies. Hmm? Dryad. A lovely dryad. Narrating audiobooks. I've had a few offers for narrating, but I turned them down. The year of study is the 4th. Assignment type is paired without a mentor. Typical dryads, as you know, they live in trees. They are trees. I thought dryads weren't dangerous, says Arya, leaning back against the guild's central staircase. Are you sure the briefing said dryad? No, Arya, I just made it up. She looks at me as though trying to figure out whether I'm being serious. Of course I'm sure. Didn't you read the briefing yourself? She shrugs. Why should I? I knew you would. That is not the... Oh, just come on. We're going to be late, and some poor human will wind up prey to the group of dancing dryads. The fairy paths take us directly to the Willow Grove, a Pontaloin Botanic Gardens. It's late afternoon, and orange gold beams of sunlight filter through the trees. An enchanting melody reaches my ears. Not too far, a group of dryads are dancing in a circle. They're strangely transparent, seeming to barely touch the ground as they twirl about. Flowers adorn their hair, and they're clothed in simple dresses. In the centre of their ring is a young man dancing like an idiot. Arya's right about the dryads not being dangerous, but they do love their dancing, and any human caught under the spell of their music will keep dancing until the music ends, which could be days from now, and that would be bad for the human. Very bad. See, I say to Arya, we're already late. Now we have to contact a mentor and get someone to come clear his memory. Arya rolls her eyes and mutters something under her breath. It takes a lot of patience not to snap at her. Okay, you distract the dryads. I'm going to take out the source of their music. And that's about the dryads. By the D. Double. Oh my gosh, you guys, honestly. That's so wrong. You're wrong. Wrong'uns. You're all wrong'uns. Um, so we have the E. We're on to the E now, and this is obviously the elf. Elf, however you want to say it. Year of study is the 5th, and this is an actual solo assignment. Hello, Sergeant Gaming Stream. Hi. I'm confused, I say to the elf. I thought you guys didn't mind humans. Why are you trying to stab this one in his sleep? The elf loops a strand of sleek hair behind her pointy ear and crosses her arms. I love him, okay? And it's none of your business. Or the guilds, so get lost. You love him. Oh, I see. Makes perfect sense now. Not. He rejected me. She glares down at the sleeping boy. He chose some stupid human girl with glasses over me. Wait, so he's seen you? I raise my eyebrows. You know it's against guild law to reveal yourself to a human, right? I glamoured my ears, obviously. He thought I was human. Okay, too much talking. I need to get this crazy elf out of here. Look, I found you standing over this boy with a knife to his throat. So I'm kind of obligated to take you into the guild. But if you come quietly, I promise it won't be as bad for you. She narrows her eyes. I'm not going anywhere with you, Guardian. For a split second, neither of us moves. Then she jumps and kicks my chest. I spin out of her way, but her foot catches my arm. She stumbles, her balance off, and I sweep my leg out behind her knees. She lands on her side and rolls away from me. I run at her, but she's on her feet already, spinning on the spot. Her long hair fanning out around her. She vanishes, leaving behind a shower of green sparkles. I stop. My sigh comes out in a huff. I pull my amber out of my pocket and my stylus out of my boot. Time to message Tora so she can send someone to put protective spells around this house. I have a feeling this elf's not done with her revenge. Right, who's not got a jacket? Let me give you one. Feel free to connect to everybody here, guys. So yeah, the elf was going to kill the human. You know, but because she loved him. So it's okay, you know. She loved him, so she was going to kill him. Which, in a way, it makes sense, actually. Well, to me it does. I think that's wrong to say that, but yeah. Like I say, I do have the full books. The full books are really interesting. Right. So we are now on the letter F, and this is flimsicle. Year of study is the second. The assignment type is a group with a mentor. Look at its funny wings, says Arya. It's so weird. Oh, they're attached to its head. Oh, look, it's flying now. The flimsicle's membranous wings spin around the top of its head as it glides from the fitting room door onto a rack of jackets. Its slender, pale body is no taller than the spiked heels lining the shelf, not too far away. Hard to believe this creature can cause any damage to anyone. It reminds me of one of those things humans fly in. I say, what do you call them? Helicopter, says Rin, sending a smirk my way. He enjoys it way too much when he knows something that I don't. Hey, Tara, he says, as our mentor hurries into the shop. When can we do a real assignment? I mean, this whimsical thing is possibly the most pathetic fear ever. The most pathetic fear ever is about to land on your head, I point out. Rin's mask of contempt slips from his face. He backs off into a shelf of jeans. He grabs a pair and swats at the flimsicle. Don't aggravate it, says Tara. The very reason we're here is to stop it from shedding its wing dust. Not to give it a reason to shed any sooner either. She herds the four of us into the nearest fitting room. Okay, get your gloves on. Everyone, get your gloves on. She waits while we mentally call to the gloves that are part of our invisible cache of weapons. They appear on our hands, sparkling as though lit from within a golden light. Good, she says. And remember, the shielding spell. We learnt to protect your eyes. We all nod. You'll need that. Rin slips an eye roll when Tara's not looking because he likes to think that he knows better. Okay, let's make this a competition. Vi and Honey on one team, Rin and Arya on the other. Let's see who can get the flimsicle first. And you have to read the full book to actually know what happens, guys. Okay, so we're now on G. This is another favourite of most people. Goblin. Goblin. Year of study is the fifth, and it's a solo. Half buried beneath the pile of sand and pebbles, the goblin glares up at me, his long pointed ears quiver in anger. I perch on a tree branch, pointing an arrow directly at his forehead. You going to kill me, little guardian girl? I sigh. You know how this works, goblin. If you would disappear, I won't be able to follow you. If you stick around to fight back, you have to accept the consequences. Death, he hisses. Well, yeah, if it comes to that. Or I knock you out, tie you up, take you back to the guild. You want to choose? Death sounds more fun. Okay, he really is stupid as he looks. Are you sure? That option's a lot messier for me. Death for you, not me, he cries, as he implodes from a mound of dirt. His airy hands wrap around the branch I'm balancing on, causing it to sag and creak beneath his weight. I somersault backward, my bow and arrow disappearing as I let go of them. I land on my feet just in time to see the goblin swinging towards me, his clawed feet. They strike me in the chest, knocking me flat on my back. I sit up, gasping for air. He drops from the branch and runs at me. Sword, sword, sword! It appears in my fist, and Goblin runs right into it. It pierces all the way through his flesh, skewering him. He slumps down on top of me, pressing me to the ground again. I try to keep the hilt of the sword from dragging and digging into me. You kill us, he says. the stench of his breath making me feel ill. I tried to push him off. He struggles for a few moments, then becomes still. His eyes stare through me unblinking. He's dead. There is a dead body on top of me. Yes, go to sleep. That's the idea. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. That's the end of that one. Go to sleep. That's the idea. Everybody, sleep. Halfling is the next one, which is an interesting one indeed. Year of study is the 5th, and this is a solo assignment. It's a half goblin, half dryad. Yeah, don't ask me how that happened. That dryad obviously had highly questionable taste, and it won't shut up. Come dance with me, little guardian wannabe. It skips on the spot, then prances in a circle around the porch swing. It has that hunched, hairy, goblin thing combined with a floaty dress, long hair, and somewhat transparent features of the dryad. Not attractive. I can even figure out if it's. Is it male? No. Female? No, I can't figure that out. I don't know. The little girl lying on the swing, reading a book and humming to herself, is completely unaware. Just step away from the human, would you? I'll step if you step, 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 step. Great. Just my luck to end up with a psycho assignment. How about we step down here? I suggest. I'm standing on the lawn, a safe distance away from the house. The halfling does a jig on the stairs and begins singing some nonsense song. Come catch me, stick insect girl, stick insect, with little stick legs and little stick arms. She has no charm at all. Enough! With a snap, a whip appears in my hand. It flashes through the air, wraps around the halfling's leg, and yanks it clear off the porch. With a wail and a puff of gag-inducing smoke, the halfling disappears in midair. The little girl turns a page and carries on humming. Yeah, safe travels way, definitely. Then we have the Ispy. Everybody lie down. It's bedtime. Sleep. For I is the Ishpi. Ispy. Ispee. Ispy. Third year of study. And it's a paired assignment with a mentor. She is the size of a dragonfly. Her hair is like silk threads. No wings bright, splashes of colour against the night, ripple in undulating motion. Up close, I can see tiny rings glittering. They're glittering on her 8 fingers. Spurs jutting out from her heels, flash dangerously in the moonlight. It's those spurs that we are currently trying to avoid. Ow! I think she got me, complains Jasmine, as the Ispy darts towards her neck and then flits out of reach. No, she didn't, says Tina, our mentor for the evening. Just keep your shield up and you'll be fine. She stands at the edge of the garden, keeping out of our way, but close enough to intervene if things go south. The Ispy goes for Jasmine's neck again, which I find a little weird. The textbook said Ispies usually hang around ground level. I mean, they sting legs that get too close, but their habitat, it's flowery. They're very protective of their floral homes. Oh, perhaps that's it. I think she likes your perfume, Jazz, I say. Maybe you could just stand still for a bit and bare your neck. Then, once she settles on it, we can catch it. Jasmine glares at me. Stand still? Bare my neck? I don't think so, Violet. She dodges this me once more. How about you be the bait? I would, but you're the one who thought drenching yourself in perfume right before an assignment would be a good idea. Now we're on J. This one's called The Jangle, I believe. It's not a favour I've heard of, The Jangle. This is the fourth year of study, and the assignment is solo with a mentor observing. Tora told me to pretend she isn't here, but that's a little difficult when I can sense her right behind me, watching my every move. She's come along on assignments before, of course, but I was always with another trainee. This is the first time I get to do it alone, if you can call it alone with a mentor practically breathing down your neck. I step quietly along the corridor towards the bathroom. Over the spray of water, I catch the muffled sound of someone singing. Crap. I forgot to ask. Is it a boy? Is it a girl I'm protecting? Please, please let it be a girl. It's awkward enough to have someone watching me without adding the embarrassment of a naked boy. The door is closed, which means I have to find my own way into the bathroom. I write a doorway onto the wall with my stylus, letting Tora follow me into the fairy paths before I try to picture the bathroom on the other side of the wall. A new doorway opens up in front of me. Steam drifts lazily through the air, and the singing immediately becomes louder. It's the voice of a girl. Thank goodness. Whew, thought it was a boy. Okay, now, where is this silly little fey creature? I'm supposed to catch it. Where is it? It doesn't take long for me to spot it. Seated on top of the shower head is the jangle. Tiny bells hang from each of the fey's toes and fingers. It even has a bell on its head, though that one may just be a fashion accessory. The jangle extends its fingers, getting ready to tinkle out a melody the human girl will find irresistible. I raise my arms. Time to show Tara what I can do on my own. Again, I don't know the rest of it. I'm sorry, you would have to get the book. So now we're on K. This is the Kelpie. We all know what the Kelpies are, I'm sure. This is the fifth year, and it's a solo assignment. The girl laughs, tucks a strand of hair behind one ear, and leans back on her hands. The boy stretches out on the grass beside her, accidentally on purpose, brushing her arm with his. He makes a bad joke, and she laughs as though she's the world's greatest comedian. Ugh, do I have to watch this? I cross my arms, my eyes flitting around the clearing. Trees thick enough for someone to hide behind, and a pond deep enough for a creature to submerge itself. This boy obviously needs help when it comes to choosing romantic settings. The girl picks up a small flat stone and plays with it. The boy takes it from her and, idiot that he clearly is, tries to skip it across the water. That's right, there's a dark and mysteriously motionless body of water. So let's throw something into it, moron. The water, black like a pool of ink, ripples in a way that seems unnaturally slow. I'm about to chuck a branch at the boy to scare him away from the pond, when a head breaks the surface of the water. It's a horse's head, black as night, its dripping mane tangled with reeds. The boy and the girl are about to share their first kiss. So, of course, neither of them notices the unglamoured Kelpie gliding towards them. My bow and arrow tingle beneath my fingers. I take aim and let an arrow loose. The moment it pierces the Kelpie's neck, a shrill, a howl, and it tears through the night. Water churns and froths, and the girl and the boy scramble away in terror. The kelpie tosses its head, flinging droplets of water in all directions. It sees me, narrowing its eyes. It charges out of the water, heading straight for me. But I've already opened the fairy door, and I'm out that way. I wave politely and step into it. I'm sorry I'm missing the chat. I can't do both, so forgive me. I will watch back the chat though on its own. That's not an issue at some point. Now I'm going to have a drink. Bear with me. I'm going to have a break. Okay, I'll be right back to finish off. I had to have a drink, guys, because if I don't have a drink, my voice is very dry. Yes, absolutely. A wrench, of course. You should have your wrench. Right, so we are now on L, and this is the Lianan Sihi. The year of study is the fourth, and the assignment is paired without a mentor. How do you even say that? asked Sonny, peering over my shoulder at the assignment briefing. I think it's something like Lianan Sihi. That's how it's pronounced. It is spelt Leanansidhe, but it's pronounced Lianan Sihi. Trying to remember what I learned from the classification of the Fae in this year as I try and learn how to pronounce its name. Bunny sits down beside me on the guild staircase and absently plucks a leaf off the banister vine, which hoots in protest. She doesn't notice. Wait, don't tell me. She twists the leaf between her fingers. The Leanon Sihi is a woman, right? I can't help but roll my eyes. Oh, yes. It's important to get the gender right. Yeah, 1 point for me. My sarcasm has obviously gone right over his head. Okay, she continues. I know this one. She seeks out human lovers. I nod. And she always goes after the artsy type, right? Because she's kind of what's the word? Muse. Yes, she inspires artists. And in turn she drains their life force. When he pauses, and they go mad or die young. We stare at nothing for a moment. It's kind of tragic when he says, "Yep, totally. So, let's go save this guy's artsy butt." And that's that one. Like I say, remember, these are parts from a big book. You would have to buy the big book to know the full story. So now we're on M, and this is the Merrow. Year of study is 5th, and it's a solo. So I hit the stormy waves and feel myself tug down amidst the vortex of bubbles. A hand, it grips like iron, is wrapped around my ankle, dragging me deeper. I kick and struggle, writhing from side to side. Where is the human girl? Is the mirror pulling her down too? I think of my sword, and a second later, it appears in my hand. I sweep it through the water, so much slower than through air, and I feel it connect with the Merrow's fist. His grip loosens enough for me to kick free. With a rush of bubbles, he surges to the top and through the water. He gets behind me. He wraps his arm around my waist. I catch a flash of his silver tail as he drags me down once more. I send magic shooting down my hands. I heat them up as fast as I can, then clamp them over the Marrow's arms. He jerks away immediately, the heat searing his skin. His lungs screaming for air. I kick to the surface. I pull at the water, but it's so slow. It's like my nightmares are coming to reality. Yeah, water's like that, isn't it? You have magic, damn it, use it. Right, how the hell did I forget that? I aim my hands down and force a blast of magic out of each, propelling myself up and up and up until my head breaks the surface. I gasp, taking in a great gulp of delicious cold air. Where is she? Where is the girl who was pulled off the pier by that Merrow? I see her then, fighting the waves to get to shore. But she'll never make it. She'll never reach before the Merrow catches up to her. I plunge through the water after her, feeling the ghost of the Merrow's grip on my ankles. It ends there. See how they end? They kind of end to make you want to know more. That's the idea. We're now on A. This is the Nazkril. Second year and group with a mentor. Black leathery wings, a beak for a mouth, skinny clawed feet like the bottom part of a burned chicken, and sparkly bangles on each of its wrists. I actually find myself feeling sorry for the Nazkril. I wonder if other creatures tease it because of the way it looks. So, who's going to do the honours? Asked Rowan. He's sitting on one of the stationary bikes, looking bored as he swings his leg back and forth as far as mentors go. He's pretty useless. Rin steps on my shoe. What's wrong, Pixie Sticks? Can't do this one. I slide my foot away and swivel it, and press the heel of my boot down hard on his toes. Not can't, I say. Won't. I don't feel like embarrassing myself today. Well, would one of you just do it already, says Rowan, because this Nazgul is about to make a meal out of a bodybuilder. Sure enough, the Nazgul is eyeing a man with muscles so large, it's a wonder they haven't burst from under his skin. Gross, mutters May. Humans are absurd. Completely, says Rowan. And, not really listening, he never does. Dale, you want to get rid of the Nazgul? Dale puffs his chest out, probably trying to imitate the humans that fill this place. I don't really think it's my thing, sir. Rowan sighs. Fine, I'll do it, says May, stepping forward to face the Nazgul, clinging to the treadmill's TV screen. She opens her mouth and begins belting out some insane song about blind mice. I don't know where she learnt it, but it seems to be doing the trick. The nascrill covers its ears and shrieks in agony, crumpling itself, and then it vanishes into a cloud of bad-smelling smoke. Oof, gone. Good night, everybody. That's the idea. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Now we are on O, and we are on the yoga. The year of study is the 4th. The assignment type is solo with a mentor observing. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I think we're already late, says Tora. But the seer just gave us the assignment like 5 minutes ago, I say, as we rush down the hospital corridor. Yeah, but you know how they are. Oh, look. Tora skids to a stop and points. Hunched over, his bald head grazing the ceiling, is the ogre. Right. Time for you to do your thing, Vi. I'll just be standing here in the corner, observing. The ogre stares through a glass window at a room full of babies. He licks his lips, leaving a string of spit dangling from his mouth. Oh, gross. Is he drooling? That's disgusting. Raising a ginormous hand, the ogre tries to turn the handle of the door and fails. In frustration, he begins beating the glass window. A nurse comes running, but of course, all she can see is vibrating glass. Right, I'm meant to be doing something. I try my bow and arrow. No luck. The arrow bounces right off the ogre's tough skin. I opt for a sword, run at the ogre, and slash at its ankles. He swats absently at me, stamps his foot. Then he pounds the window once more. The nurse probably thinks it's an earthquake. I grab hold of the ogre's tattered clothes and pull myself up onto his back. Just as his fist smashes through the window, the nurse screams. Crap! Running out of time, I climb higher and sit behind the ogre's neck, like a child straddling the shoulders of its parents. Gritting my teeth and thinking of all the babies about to get jumped. It makes me laugh, this one. I raise the sword above my head and bring the hilt smashing down onto the ogre's skull. He stops, sways, begins falling, and now I'm about to be squished. There you go. It's ogres that eat babies, after all. Thank you, Auntie Mercy. So now we're on P, and we're on the pulka. The year of study is 4th. The assignment type is paired without a mentor. Can I just have one? Asked Arya. No, no one will notice. No, I'm pretty sure at least one of those children will notice a cupcake vanishing off their table. I let out a frustrated sigh. I wish I was doing this assignment with Honey. At least I'm sort of friends with her. Arya puts on a sulky face. They look really yummy. You just want to eat it because it's pink. Pink is awesome, says Arya with authority, as though she has the final words on colours. She pokes me with her offensively pink stylus. You should try it sometime. How about we protect this party of children from a stampede of pulkas, and if the children are all still alive at the end, you can pinch a cupcake. Fine, Arya crosses her arms. But I don't see how we're supposed to stop a stampede of giant magical horses. Yeah, I'm still working on that problem myself. I twist a strand of hair around my finger and look over at the low table. 8 children are seated around it on small chairs, helping themselves to items of brightly coloured food. Several parents are chatting under a tree nearby. I feel a vibration beneath my feet, peering through The trees, I see them, shaggy manes, wild eyes, black from head to hoof, and galloping at pretty darn fast. There's no way we can stop them. They're almost upon us. And just a few seconds more. I spread my fingers towards the table and children. Their parents won't even notice if we do it quickly. Are you feeling strong, Aria? What? When I say go, we're going to lift the entire party up. What? I can't. Yes, you can. Violet, I can't. Go. It ends there. Now we're on Q. We're on the Quirkle. Actually, it's the Quirkizil. Quirkizil. What a name. Quirkizil. The year of study is the 4th, and it's paired without a mentor. This is so lame, says Dale as I open a doorway to the fairy paths. It's just one of those little quackazoli things. A quirk. It's a quirkazil, I correct, winding the door. Whatever. My point is, they're not even dangerous. I could handle this perfectly fine on my own. Sure, I say. I'm happy to stand back and watch while you take care of the situation. Now let's go. I hold my hand out. We have to maintain contact while travelling the fairy paths, or we may not arrive at the same place. Not that I'd mind if Dale ended up somewhere far, far away. He hesitates, eyeing my hand suspiciously. Geez, Dale, it's not like I have a disease, you know. That's not what I heard, mutters Dale. Excuse me? Nothing. Let's just do this. He grasps my pinky finger and tugs me into the darkness. We step out on the other side to find a pink and purple bedroom in complete chaos. A small girl and 4 quirkazils are jumping madly on the bed, flinging pillows, toys, and stuffed animals around. I dodge a flying teacup. Well, looks like it's fun, I say to Dale. I believe it's time for you to handle this. Right. He takes a step toward the bed and the quirkazils, looking like nothing more than balls of wispy hair, attached to 2 spindly legs, freeze. Then, with squeals of glee, they leap off the bed and onto Dale. He takes a step back, trips on a Barbie car, and hits the ground. Ah, help me! Help me, I can't! Ah! The quirkazles scurry all over him, bouncing, poking, and tickling. Violet! He gasps. Get them! Get them! I cross my arms and lean against the wall, working hard not to suppress the laugh. But I thought you could handle this perfectly fine on your own, Dale. So we are now on R, and you'll be surprised to know that the fairy in this one is the Rept. Bear in mind, Repticilla. Repticilla. Year of study is 5th, the assignment's solo. I slide off the window seat and creep across the room, keeping my eyes peeled for the Repticilla. The boy I'm protecting sleeps soundly at his desk, his cheek stuck to an open page of textbook. I shrink into a shadow corner and wait, thinking about how the shapeshifter project I still have to do. But there she is, with a hiss. The serpent woman streaks across the room, lamplight reflecting off her scaly skin. I stretch my arms into position and feel the prickly warmth of her bow and arrow as they materialize in the hands. I get mine, and I pull back and let go. The arrow flies across the room in a shower of orange gold sparkles, finding its mark into the Reptilla's shoulder. She cries out and stumbles, then rips the arrow from her shoulder. Flip, flip. It must have hurt though. She lunges for the boy. I toss my bow aside and I dart towards her. I go towards in between them, knocking him from his sleeping chair onto the floor. Now he's awake, which isn't ideal, but at least he can't see us. I roll off him and spring to my feet, just in time for the Repsilla to throw herself at me. We are now on the floor. She buries her fangs into my arm, but I can barely register the stinging pain. I hear Tora's voice in my head. Bend your knees, arch your back, thrust your opponent right off. I hurl my body over and pin the Repsilla down by her throat, my free hand already reaching into the air for another arrow. I bring it down swiftly, straight towards her heart, but she's gone. Thankfully, I hate it when I have to kill them. With a heavy breath, I collapse against the nearest wall, still gripping the arrow. I begin to feel the tingling ache of the Repsilla's bite. What the hell was that? I raise my eyes. The boy is looking at me. The boy is looking at me. He sees the Fae. That one you can find the rest of it in the Faerie Gaurdien story. Hello, JR Travel. How are you? Now you have a jacket. Just remember, we don't see, generally humans don't see the Fae, but that's when a whole big story starts on that one. Shapeshifter. That's the S. Year of study, 5th. The assignment, solo. The fairy boy steps closer to his target. An aged librarian, packing books away into a shelf. He pulls a knife from his belt, raises his hand, and that's when I grab him around the neck and drag him backward. He melts into a form of a small child. What? Shapeshifter? The seer didn't tell me that. And he slips easily away from me before shapeshifting into a large man and shoving me to the ground. I sweep my leg out, tripping him. He lands heavily. I jump on my feet, calling to my bow and arrow. The shapeshifter is a skinny girl now, springing up, shifting back to a large man as he gets ready to launch himself at me. I point an arrow at him. He stops, shifting back to what I'm guessing is his natural form. A boy, only a tad taller than myself, with orange eyes that match the orange highlights in his hair. The knife is in his hand. Well, hello, pretty lady, he says, without lowering the knife. You shouldn't jump out on people like that. You shouldn't go around killing old ladies. Whatever, he says. I'm just following orders. Regardless of your reason for doing it, you have to come with me to the guild now. The side of his mouth curls into a smirk. And what are you going to do with me? Throw me into their prison? Their special prison? Well, you didn't actually hurt anyone, so no. But there are rehabilitation programs rehabilitations, as though I have some addiction they can cure me of. Do you want to do someone else's dirty work for the rest of your life? I shout to him. Do you want to die knowing that you are nothing more than a criminal? Do you want to take this opportunity to be a better person? I expect him to laugh. Probably more harder this time. But surprisingly, he seems to be considering my words. Interesting. I've never tried the guilt trick before. The shapeshifter crosses his arms, being careful not to stab himself with his knife. So, this rehabilitation thing, he says. Would you come visit me there? That one ends there. We're on tea. I bet you know what it is for tea. Troll. Year of study is the second, and the assignment is a group that has a mentor. With gathering momentum, the troll lumbers across the parking lot, heading straight for the student in the bright red something or other. I've never been good with our names. It's not like I need to know them. Okay, you guys ready? That's Brian. He's saying that as he's sat there in the grass. As a mentor, he's not supposed to get too involved in our assignments. He'll be in trouble if we fail and get a human squished, though probably why he's lurking in the grass. We've got this, Brian. We've got this. I say back to him, giving him 2 thumbs up. We arrived here a few minutes before the troll did, which gave us just enough time to tie a rope around the fire hydrant and stretch it across part of the parking lot. It's lying limp now, half hidden in the mottled shadow of a tree. Go! I shouted, just as the troll passes it. Jasmine and Dale and I yank the rope taut. The troll barrels into it, dragging us right off our feet. The rope tears through our gloved hands, but it works. He stumbles, wavers. He's got tree trunk-size arms, and he's waving them about. And then he begins to topple. He's toppling, and when he hits the ground, it shudders under the impact of his body. That's what earthquakes are. The troll's falling over. Several students scream, looking towards the invisible, and it will have been invisible to them, source of the tremor. And now it's Rin's shining moment. He leaps out from behind a car, a little too dramatic for my liking. Obviously, he's always showing off. He whacks the troll's thick skull with a hammer. It looks like a child's toy next to the giant, but Rin must have had some magic to it or something. For the force of that blow, anyway. The troll's eyes roll back into his head, and he goes still. Poor guy, taken out by a group of trainees. I kind of feel a little sorry for him. So now we are on the letter U, and in the letter U we have the Jurisk. 4th year, solo with a mentor observing. Bald, misshapen head, check. Scrawny wrinkled body, check. Patches of hair in random spots, check. Ferocious, human-devouring tendencies, not so much. He looks so lonely, I say to Tara. More than lonely, in fact. The Urisk, sitting on the rock beside the dam, looks as though he may burst into tears at any moment. Tara frowns. You're not supposed to be talking to me. I'm just here to observe, remember? Not interact. Yeah. Unless you appear to be in mortal peril. Now who's talking? Mortal peril isn't on my agenda, so I think we're good. I make my way slowly towards the Urisk. The seer who passed on this assignment told Tara she's seen a family arrive to go out onto the dam in their boat. The Urisk tried to make friends with a little girl who fell into the dam in complete terror and got pulled under by the current. I'm here to stop that from happening. I heard Rin telling a first year that Urisks have been known to literally scare people to death. I'm pretty sure that's just a rumour, though. I mean, the poor guy's not that hideous. I take a few more tentative steps towards. I say. The Urisk turns his head toward me, and the look of complete joy that lights up his unsightly face makes me feel weirdly choked up. Ahem, I swallow. So, I hear you've been looking to make some friends. We are now on V, and this is the Vairika, 4th year, and it's a paired assignment, but no mentor. Get off her, you little freaks, yells Unny. The bright red ghost-like entities crowd around and suffocating me, feasting on my magic. Their pointed and perpetually blood-stained teeth scrape against my skin. My hands are crisscross of fine red lines. Uselessly, I shove them, but gradually I am losing sight of the empty classroom around us. Honey, get them. I can't. So weak. Fading. A sudden roar fills my ears, and something forces me backward onto the floor. The fuzziness in my head clears. I blink, then sit up to find myself covered in a strange white foam. The Varikas, weighed down by the same white stuff, drift drunkenly through the air, bumping into one another. Wow, it actually worked. Honey, looking rather pleased with herself, is standing over me with a fire extinguisher in her hands. Her eyes slide over the top of it to meet mine. My magic wasn't doing any good, she shrugs. So it was the only thing that I could find. W. Will-o'-the-wisp. 3rd year of study, paired with a mentor. Here's what I think, says Jasmine, between chattering teeth. If these humans are stupid enough to go hiking in this, she gestures towards the thick mist swirling around us, then they deserve to be led into a marsh and drowned. Nearby, I hear a sigh from our observing mentor. Well, here's what I think, I tell the girl, who can't seem to think of anyone but herself. Firstly, we would fail our assignment, which is a big deal. And secondly, people would die, which, is also a big deal. But it's cold, complains Jasmine, as though that should be reason enough for her to just go and have lunch and be let off and let humans be killed, especially hikers, to lead them to their deaths by a will-o'-the-wisp. That's all fine, as long as she was comfortable. So shield yourself. You are in possession of some magical abilities, remember? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm about to ask Jasmine why she even wants to be a guardian when I see it, a bobbing light gleaming faintly through the mist. Hey, there's someone else out there, shouts one of the hikers. We've been keeping up with those hikers, watching them. Okay, are you ready? I say to Jasmine. Wait, what are we doing again? I force down the almost overwhelming urge to strangle her. We create our own lights, remember? We draw the humans this way. The will-o'-the-wisp gets jealous, follows the humans, we catch it. Any of that sound familiar? Sort of. Sort of. Sort of. I turn back towards the will-o'-the-wisp, wondering if any trainee has ever killed their assignment partners before. Now we're on X. This is the now it's pronounced Eragol, but it's actually there's an X, but it's pronounced Eragol. Good night to you, to sleep well. Anybody who's going good night, sweet dreams. The year of study is the 5th solo assignment. He wraps his sandpapery hands around my neck and squeezes. You damn guardians think you can all interfere in everything that isn't your business. I slash at him with my knife, slitting through the front of his jacket, and then bring my knee up hard against his stomach. He stumbles backward, down, straight down the cinema steps. "You'll make it our business when you try and kill someone," I say. Then throw the knife at him for good measure. He dodges the weapon, which vanishes into the air before it can even hit the screen. I reach into the air and grab another knife in my hand. I throw them, one after the other. But the edible jumps and somehow just keeps floating upward. I guess you can do that when you weigh a little more than a sheet of paper. He looks like a washed out version of a human, but I know he's empty inside, and I mean that literally. "You're going to have to get a whole lot more knives," he says, "'cause your aim sucks, little girl." I snap my fingers and a flame appears in my palm. "You want to come over here and say that?" Now we're on Y, and this is the Euromanta, 5th year under solo assignment. The blonde in the miniskirt leans closer to her mirror and dabs something over her eyelids. So then, I told him that I'd just have to skip the game if he was going to be like that. And he was all like, "Whatever, babe. Doesn't bother me." Her friend, lying on the bed, flipping through a magazine, looks up. "Oh, you're a douchebag." I know. Total arsehole, right? Douchebag, arsehole. I haven't heard these words before. They sound like names I could use for Rin, if the occasion would call for it. How could I ever have thought he was the one, you know? Miniskirt girl drags mascara over her lashes, like I was going to give myself to him. I mean, how gross. Okay, did not need to know that. I wander over to the bed and check beneath it for Euromonsters, but I see no sign of the tiny insect-like creature with a triangular face. They're most likely, they kind of aim for dresser areas, and when they get in, they have a weird affinity for makeup. Trying not to move. The closet doors, obviously this would attract the humans. They would see this and it would definitely look weird. I peek inside. Wow, what a mess. It's a wonder this girl can. A scream cuts through the sound of the radio and I whip round. Euromantas everywhere. And clearly, they're not intelligent enough to know they should glamour themselves, especially in front of humans. Some scurry across the floor, others zoom through the air, all heading for the makeup scattered across the dresser. Colours shift and shimmer like burning coals within their wings. Beautiful. But now's really not the time to admire them. Miniskirt girl jumps onto the bed and clutches her friend, who is now also screaming at the top of her lungs. I sigh and begin drawing magic from deep within me. I wish the seer had been just a little clearer about the number of Euromantas I'd be rounding up. Hello, Brian. Well, welcome. You'll need a jacket, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm just like well into the stories and I haven't. J-Dog. I don't know. There you go, you now have a jacket to share your link. I apologise. I'm too busy with this, but we're nearly done now, so it's good. We're on Z, we're on the Zapper. Second year of study. This is a group with a mentor. First question, says Milton, the new mentor. What's the Zapper's real name? Zushimira. Zufulafel? Zani Monkey. Milton raises an eyebrow. No, no, and definitely no. We're standing in a supermarket. We're in the aisle. We're between bags of flowers and packets of dried fruits. In the next few minutes, a woman is supposedly going to come down this aisle and find herself accosted by a zapper. The four of us, guided by the newest mentor of the guild, are supposed to save her. What's wrong with Zusharima? I demand. Offering up an incorrect answer is not something I'm used to. The Zappa's composed of parts of different creatures, so that makes it like a chimera, right? Zoochimera is a stupid name. Oh, like Zany Monkey isn't. Zany Monkey is awesome. Stop being an idiot. Okay, Milton says, shouting above us all. You're all going to be looking that up for homework, including Dale, who decided not to answer at all. Hey, I say, pointing behind Milton to where a woman has just turned her trolley into our aisle. Do you think that's her? Packets of raisins suddenly exploded into the air, and a zapper jumps off a shelf and onto the woman's trolley. It has wings like a sprite, a body like a goblin, and a hideous head. Its tail ends in a sharp barb, which is how it earned itself the nickname Zapper. It also appears to be concealing itself with a glamour, because the only thing the woman seems to find weird about the whole situation is the flying raisin phenomena. The Zapper straightens its tail, curling up, and it's over its shoulder. It's getting ready to, well, zap. Okay, guys, whispers Milton, just like we discussed. That's all of them. That's A to Z of the Fae. And you can read these books. They are called the Faerie Gaurdien series. It's all about protecting humans from dangerous magical creatures and about a guild where they learn all their skills. There's Violet. She's the main character. She works for the guild. You get to meet the Seelie and the Unseelie. It's a really, really, really good selection of books. I've read them all, so I know that they're really good. It's not only that as well. The thing with them is they continue from where they left off. So you can finish one and know that you can go straight to the rest and it's all okay. It all works out just fine. They are really, really good books to read. I'm glad we got through them all though. No, thank you for joining us, Proud, and thank you for staying. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I got to read it all, you know. I really enjoy reading and I like different tales like that that are just everywhere, you know. Anybody that stayed, I am truly grateful that you stayed to listen. I appreciate it so much. I really do. And the idea is that when I do this, I don't expect anybody to come up. I expect you all to rest, you know, just rest and go to and just relax. That's what I expect. That's what I want. That's why I do it. I do it so you can relax and go to sleep or whatever. Thank you for staying, everybody. I appreciate it so much. I am glad that you enjoyed those. They are really, really good, aren't they? But yeah, they're in the Faerie Gaurdien books. And there's a selection. I think there's 3, if I'm correct. And they turn into a really interesting story too. Really interesting. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to end now, guys, now that we've finished reading. I do appreciate everybody being here and everybody that's become a member or anybody that's done anything. Just being here is enough. And that's the honest truth. Just being here is enough. Doesn't need any more than that, you know. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. And I shall see you all in the next one, which who knows who it'll be. Could be anybody, right? Who knows? You're welcome. It was just nice to have you all resting rather than up here having to do, you know, just rest. It's a good thing. Night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Night, guys. Take care.